All right, Machel, first and foremost, I mean, you know what this Baltimore team is all about, and we've talked about it before. What are your expectations of what this game is going to look like?
I mean, it's going to be a battle for the most part. It's been battles the last couple of games we played them. They came out winning 3 out of 4, but I mean, it's one of those things where it's been close games, so hopefully we'll be able to pull out these games.
Tommy said after practice today that it's those, little mistakes that happen. The ball goes out of bounds, something like that. You stop instead of going forward, and that's where the game kind of snowballs in favor of Baltimore. How do you correct something like that, where maybe it's a habit or something that Syracuse had been doing in the past?
We just have to be more disciplined and play for each other. The only difference between them and us is they might have more playoff experience, But we have the youth, we have that athleticism. We have enough guys on here that's capable of scoring goals. So we just have to be disciplined defensively, and hopefully that will take over the game and be the difference between us losing by one goal or that will make us win by one goal.
We talked about discipline with Baltimore before, and you just brought up Syracuse needing to be more disciplined. What can you say about where Baltimore's discipline comes from and how it's kind of defined from you being a part of that before?
I think it comes from definitely coaching staff and the players' willingness to win. It comes down to there's certain things that you have to do, whether it's sacrifice, taking away from your game, or adding to your game for the entire team to win, for you to be a champion. And that's where the discipline comes from. Are you willing to do what it takes to win, whether it's not in your head, whether it's in someone else's head? And I think they've done that well over the last couple of years. Players coming in, seeing players there that wants to win, realize what it takes to win, and they're willing to make those changes in their game. I think we have enough guys here that could get to that stage, but then it's the mentality of if we really want to, if we really want to change our game, if we really want to be champions, if we really want to win. So once guys buy into that, I can see us going a long way for a long time.
We look at the fact that you're not that far away from that first playoff game, and you talk about needing guys to buy into that. How many do you feel really have, or is it kind of still a process that's going to be happening up until game time?
I think it's a process. I don't know if it will all happen this year, to be honest with you. I mean, most organizations just take a while to change. And I think Tommy and the Civil Knights organization are doing a great job so far, getting guys in mind that want to win and believe in doing whatever it takes to win. So I think we're on the right path. Whether it happens this year or we can pick it up by tomorrow or by the finals, if we get to that point, that would be great. But I mean, everything and every organization is a stepping stone. It's a building block. We go from never making the playoffs to making the playoffs once, and hopefully we can build on that. Where now we're becoming not a playoff team, but a championship team by next season. So it's taking one step at a time, and it's good when you build because you get a better foundation of what you have to do to win championships.
Do you believe that this team could win it all this season? Do you think it could all come together at this point?
I mean, in the playoffs, it all comes down to, apart from experience, it all comes down to who wants it more. It's 2 games, and if you go out there and put out your full effort in those 2 games and play to the best of your ability and putting everything on the field, everyone has a chance of winning. When you look at the 2 top teams or the 3 teams above us, we haven't beaten Milwaukee, but we beat Baltimore once. We've beaten Kansas City twice. And the games that we lost actually against the teams that are above us have been close games. So it's just little things. If we really dig in and decide that this is a game that we really have to win, and everyone buys into whatever it takes to win, I think we can actually win.
What are you looking for your teammates to do right now? I mean, you're the veteran, you're the 4-time champion, you know what it takes. What are you looking to get out of them the most right now?
Just for them to be focused, be ready by tomorrow. I mean, whatever it takes for them to be ready by 7:30 tomorrow, kickoff, that's what it takes. Everyone has different rituals that they go through and different things that they have to do to get prepared. But as long as 7:30 comes and every guy is mentally prepared, physically prepared for the battle that's ahead, I think we should be fine.
You talk a lot with the team and stopped practice today to talk with the team and kind of give some direction. What were you looking for them to do, and what were you kind of calling out and commanding them to do?
Just certain things that I think we can do better. Again, one play can be the difference between winning and losing, and we've shown that throughout the season. And as we asked earlier, it's about those little things. Can we cut it out, and instead of making it a disadvantage, now we take it and make it an advantage for us. And that was one of the things on the power play where I feel as though it's an opportunity to score a goal, but it's definitely not an opportunity to give away a goal. And we were short on one of those games. We were leading 10-6, and we actually gave up a goal when we were on a man-up situation on the power play. So we just wanted to make sure that even though we're on the power play and you're supposed to score a goal, we're still set defensively where if we lose the ball, we can still go back, recover it, and still get another opportunity to score.
Brian O'Quinn, you've played with other goalkeepers. You obviously know what their strengths have been. What do you see from Brian O'Quinn and what he offers?
Great composure. He makes big saves when you need him, and that's what this game is about. Whoever comes up with a big save when you need him, and sometimes he makes some incredible saves. He's been big for us this year. He's kept us in a lot of games, and that's all you can ask for an indoor goalkeeper. With the bounces, how close guys are when they shoot the ball, and it's just been tremendous this year. I can't say enough about him.
What have you learned? You're a guy who has the experience. You have the championship. You know what it's like to get to the top and be at the top. What do you take away from a season like this?
From this season, the willingness to be better. I think in every situation or every guy on our team actually wants to win. And that's what it comes down to. Do guys care enough to win? And I think there are guys on this team that actually care enough to win, that wants to win, that's willing to do whatever it takes to win. And once you have that recipe, you just have to build on that. So hopefully tomorrow we can all come out and put out a good performance, not only for ourselves but for our fan base. And hopefully we can come away with that win.
Do you feel like you have, we've talked about it before a little bit, do you feel like you have an advantage to kind of know the guys that are on the team? We talked about a kind of advantage, disadvantage, because you know them, but they know you. Is that kind of, after these 4 games you played against Baltimore, is that still where it's at with you, or have you kind of found some weaknesses that you've been able to exploit?
Not necessarily. They're going to be the same regardless from the beginning of the game to the end. They're going to give you what Baltimore normally gives you, just an overall consistent game, an overall consistent performance with anyone being able to score and everyone getting back defensively and trying to make sure you don't score goals. So, I'll just take whatever they give me. That's one of the biggest things that I learned throughout my career, that you don't force the game, but you capitalize on whatever advantages that the defensive team is willing to give you. So, whatever they give me tomorrow, that's what I'm going to take. At the end of the day, I just have to go in there with a mentality that I can overpower their defenders, get myself in the right situation, help my team to score goals and to defend.
What keeps you hungry? You have the championships. You could have left the game before and gone out on top, but you continue to fight for more. What makes you continue to fight and keep going after it with another franchise?
The willingness to win. You always strive for greatness. You always strive for something different. When you've been in the same situation for a long time, and if you could leave that situation, go somewhere else, and be as good, or still have that mentality, then it puts you in a great situation. Not just to say I did it in Baltimore, but can I do it somewhere else? Can I help other guys win? Or can I be a part of a team that actually has never been to the playoffs? Now we've got to that point. Now, can we win our first playoff series? And when we get past that point, can we win a championship? So it's one of those things. That's what actually keeps me motivated, just getting from one level to the next. Hopefully we can get past this level. I already got past the first one, just getting to the playoffs. And now, hopefully after this weekend, going into Tuesday's game, we'll be able to say we could get to the finals.
Appreciate it.